A double life. He was charming, intelligent, articulate. He was also a predator. Ted Bundy didn't just murder women, he manipulated an entire nation. And what made him truly terrifying was how normal he seemed. Born in 1946 in Burlington, Vermont, Theodore Robert Bundy grew up believing his mother was his sister. His childhood was a web of secrets, shame, and concealed identities, an origin steeped in deception. On the surface, Bundy was clean-cut, polite, and ambitious. He studied psychology, worked in politics, even volunteered on a suicide hotline. But behind closed doors, a darker self was stirring. A growing need for control, for violence, and for death. The first kill. January 4, 1974. University of Washington. 18-year-old Karen Sparks is brutally attacked in her bed. She survives, but barely. Bundy's twisted signature begins to form: nighttime invasions, severe head trauma, sexual assault, and vanishing without a trace. Over the next year, young women begin disappearing across the Pacific Northwest. Their names, Linda Healy, Donna Manson, Susan Rancourt, fade into the shadows of Bundy's growing hunger. He escalates rapidly. Each attack more confident, each murder more depraved. The method behind the mask. Bundy was a master manipulator. He faked injuries, wore slings, limped on crutches. He lured his victims by pretending to need help, carrying books, loading a sailboat, unlocking his Volkswagen Beetle. They saw a man who seemed vulnerable. What they got was a killer. He didn't just hunt, he played, returning to crime scenes, revisiting his victims' remains, positioning their bodies like trophies. Bundy wasn't driven by impulse, he was calculating, cold, precise, and insane. The Great Escapes. In 1975, Bundy is arrested for the first time. He's linked to several missing women, but evidence is thin. Still, he's charged. And then, he escapes. Twice. First, he jumps from a courthouse window in Aspen, recaptured. Then, months later, he chisels a hole in the ceiling of his jail cell and disappears into the Colorado night. For 46 days, he vanishes. And when he resurfaces, he unleashes his most horrifying acts yet. Night of Terror, Florida, 1978. January 15, 1978. Chi Omega Sorority House, Tallahassee, Florida. In under 15 minutes, Bundy bludgeons and brutalizes 4 young women. 2 are killed, 2 barely survive. He moves on to attack another student just blocks away. Then, weeks later, 12-year-old Kimberly Leach disappears. Her body is found in a pig shed. She was his final known victim, a child. Trial by fire. Bundy's trial was the first in U.S. history to be nationally televised. And he loved it. He acted as his own attorney, cross-examined witnesses, smiled at the cameras. He turned the courtroom into a stage. But the evidence was damning. Bite marks, eyewitnesses. He was convicted, twice sentenced to death. Still, admirers sent him letters. Some even proposed marriage. He had become a dark celebrity, an icon of American evil. The final hour. January 24, 1989. Ted Bundy is led to the electric chair at Florida State Prison. Outside, crowds cheer. Some chant, "Burn, Bundy, burn." After years of denial, he finally confesses. Over 30 murders, but many believe the true number is far higher. He died the way he lived, trying to control the narrative. But his victims' voices echo louder. Legacy of a monster. Ted Bundy changed how America viewed killers. He shattered the myth that evil wears an ugly face. He showed us that monsters can look like neighbors, like students, like boyfriends. His story is not just one of horror, it's a warning. That behind the mask of charm may hide something far more dangerous. Remember their names, not his.